this myth busted too. What the difference is, one, we're going to flash shoot it instead of chipping it and show the difference there. Plus this has what they call a DPF, which is a diesel particulate filter. Every common rail turbo diesel coming into the country now is pretty much going to have what we call the DPF, the diesel particulate filter. We've got an exhaust upgrade for these. We'll do a flash tune. We'll do the same testing up and over the Gateway Bridge as in standard format with a trailer on the back. We will do the flash tune only, then we'll do the exhaust only, and then we'll match tune the two together, the flash tune and the exhaust, and show you what differences can be made safely to the new DPF model 70 series. Okay, we're going to do our dyno ramp in standard mode. So this is the factory tune that's in there and the factory exhaust system. We'll measure what the air fuel ratios and the power are doing. Standard rear wheel horsepower. So what we're going to do now, we're going to hook on the trailer, about 2.3 tonne with the dyno in it, go up and over the Gateway Bridge. This is the trailer we're doing all our testing with. She's about 2.3 tonne on the when we weighed it last time. It carries our mobile dyno all around Australia. So there's a lot of weight in there. Okay, standard format, what we're going to do, we're going to hit the Gateway Bridge at the bottom, 4th gear, 60 kilometres an hour. As soon as we start heading up, I'll hit the stopwatch, foot flat to the floor in 4th gear, and see how long it takes to accelerate from 60 to 80. Here we go, and starting. degrees, exhaust temps 62, starting to climb, changing lanes. We do have a truck there. 450 on the exhaust temps, 70 kilometres an hour. Slowly climbing, will she make it to 80? So 450, 480, and 80 kilometres an hour, 51 seconds, 480 degrees exhaust temps. Okay, here we go, 40 kilometres an hour. We're on the Gateway Arterial heading towards the Gateway Bridge with the modified route systems file in the ECU. 60 and start. That's pulling hard. 300 degrees exhaust temps, foot flat to the floor, 4th gear, 370, 80 kilometres an hour. 18 seconds. Well, that's quite easy. We just smashed a lot of time off. 51 seconds standard, 18 seconds with the remap only. That's unbelievable. That is so safe. And the acceleration, that torque in 4th gear is amazing. Just a remap alone has made a huge difference to the towing capabilities of this 76. Standard tune, standard factory tune, and the DPF back exhaust system. 3-inch DPF back. And we are heading up now. Definitely sounds better than standard. Bit of a V8 rumble, not loud. Feels like it's going better. Exhaust temps 370, 380, 400 now. Foot to the floor, 4th gear. 70 kilometres an hour, 400 degrees in the exhaust temps. 420. So about 72 kilometres an hour. So 420, 450 exhaust temps, and we are at 80. 41 seconds, 450 degrees on the exhaust temps. Righto, the tune's been loaded in. We have the DPF back high flow exhaust system fitted. So now it's the testing time. Does our remap and exhaust together give us the benefit? Does an exhaust system, DPF back exhaust system work? Yes, it does. And look, the remap and the exhaust system together gave us from standard 148 up to 198. That's a touring tune, so that's really safe. All right, let's go and put the trailer on, go for another run. All right, we're at 60. We're just waiting for it to get to the same mark, heading up the hill, and go. .300 degrees exhaust temps, 70 kilometres an hour, 320 exhaust temps, and 80. 17 seconds, but running 350 degrees on the exhaust temps from 60 kilometres an hour to 80 kilometres an hour. So there you go. There's a few really good results out of that. One is the myth about that the DPFs are not a good thing. Well, I think we've just proven that with the factory DPF on this 76 series, which will be the same as the 79s. It flows as good as a system without the DPF. If you cast your mind back to the last myth buster we did with my 79 series when it was standard, with no DPF, that didn't come out with one. The air fuel ratios were pretty much smack bang on as what this was, and this had more power, so the fuel ratios are the same. We put a DPF back exhaust system on just to let the exhaust gases get out of the DPF quicker, which is removing the heat from the DPF. It works, it's proven, we've just proven it. And the remap, well, what can I say there? It's so much more refined than a chip. You know, we can play with boost settings, we can play with torque settings, we can torque limiters, we can change fuelings all the way through the whole rev range. And we've proven there that obviously like for instance the V8 Cruiser in the ECU, the maximum boost that they say is safe is 22 PSI. We didn't hit that. We're running about 18 PSI, so we're well within the factory safety limits. So this is a safe tune. We're getting great power increases, great torque increases, running leaner fuel ratios, which is better for the engine, which in turn gives us lower exhaust temperatures, which the exhaust temperature is the biggest killer of the diesel engine. Myth busted.